I'm at the top of an ice climb where I would like to belay from above. And I want a seamless transition from my climber being lowered to them coming up. We might not be able to hear each other and communicate. So what I've done is I've set up a cordelette with a high master point off of a tree. There are a few locking carabiners in this system. I need one locking carabiner to close off the end of the rope. I've got myself on a tether. Then I have a carabiner where the belay device is running from the climber's end. It's redirected through another locking carabiner for the lower. And I'm going to have another locking carabiner to transition from the lower to a plaquette mode. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. So we'll take it in a step-by-step process. The first one is lowering. What I want to have set up is in lowering mode from the plate device, the climber's end, redirected through a locking carabiner and down to my backup. I choose to tie an auto block. It's the fastest and effective with a locking carabiner. So I will lower from that position. Once I feel slack, I'm going to take a catastrophe knot right underneath my auto block. That does a couple things. One is I don't want any more slack in the system. The second part is if we're doing this climb a few times, we know where the start of our route is. So once they're ready to climb, the nice thing is we don't even have to communicate. Once I feel slack in the rope, I'm just going to put that into plaquette mode and they can start climbing right away. And I've never taken them off belay. This system is great because it eliminates the hazard of taking someone off belay and is a smooth transition from a lower to climbing. One common technique that has a lot of inherent risk is the slingshot belay, where the climber is clipped into the master point and then down to my belay device off of me. The issues that can be presented here are the belayer being pulled into the system and only off of a brake hand, then also bringing the climber back up when they're ready to climb.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah, good knot there. It's locked.
Yep. Okay.
Okie doke.
All right.
Okay, nice and easy.
Yep. So as you can see with the weight difference, the belayer often gets sucked into the system and has to get their weight down. This is not ideal. Yeah, when they start climbing back up, I have to readjust my stance. I don't have a lot of distance here with which to take up slack. I also have to keep my body weight down because if they fell again, I know that I'll be sucked back into the system.